First time I got high was an experience I will never forget. Now, granted, I've been, well, not high, but I've smoked once before this time, but I'm not counting that time as my first because I didn't actually get high. I just smoked weed with some kids and nothing really happened. Like, I was just looking everywhere like, wow, this is boring as fuck. They kept telling me that I looked Chino, and at that time, I didn't know what the fuck Chino meant, but now I do. I guess it means like Chinese or something because my eyes were super low. But even if so, I still didn't feel high. Like, it felt like absolutely nothing. I felt like I smoked that shit for no reason. I probably didn't even smoke it correctly, to be honest, but that's besides the point. We're going to get into the time where I actually got high. I remember saving up all my money, and I contacted this one dealer that my friend gave me, and I was like, bro, I want to buy something after school. Are you down to give me? And he was like, sure. You just got to have the right amount of money. I was like, well, I have $40. How much can I have $40? How much can that give me? He said, oh, that can get you around like an eighth. I got you, bro. I'll make it fat for you. And at that time, I'm like, what the fuck is making it fat? But okay, sure. School ends. I go to meet up with him somewhere. I give him the money. He goes inside of the house. He goes inside of his house. He comes back out and he's like being super conservative, even though there's no one around us. He's like, all right, bro, put this somewhere safe. Make sure nobody see it. I'm like, all right, bro, I got you. But my dumb ass, I'm like, what the fuck did I just buy? What the hell? So I'm walking down and I have it blatantly out in the open, smelling the bag and everything. I'm like, yo, this shit smell good. What the fuck is this? I text him because, I did some research on weed and shit. And I learned what strains were and shit. I'm like, bro, what strain is this? It smells gorgeous. He's like, oh, bro, that's bubble gum, bro. You're gonna love that. I'm like, okay. We're just gonna fast forward to me being home. I'm not really like home alone, but I'm there with Cody and my brothers in the other room. And my mom's not there. So I'm like, I could just do this in my room. There's a window. I'll be valid. And then I'm like, wait, how the fuck am I going to smoke this? I don't really have a joint or whatever. So I look up conventional ways of getting high without having the proper utensils. And being the dumbass I was, I took the receipt from one of my Papa John's orders, rolled up a joint, tried to pack it as tight as I can. The rolling was garbage, bruh. I got lucky because I put syrup and lathered it just so then it could stick. But I didn't have the knowledge of what syrup does with weed when you combine it and smoke it together back then, like I do now, because it elevates your high to levels beyond belief. I'm just sitting there smoking on it. Nothing's happening. I'm like, okay, this is boring again. Like, weed is literal fucking garbage. Why do people even smoke weed if it's this terrible? I put out the joint. I lay it down on my desk, and then I'm just sitting there. I'm listening to Daywave. I'm like, I want to listen to some cool tunes while I get high. But nothing happens. And I'm like, all right, fuck weed. I'm never doing this shit again. This shit is ass. I'm going to go start trick shotting. I get on MW2. I tell Corin to get on. We're just trick shotting on each other on private match. And then out of nowhere, a wave of just euphoria smacks me in the face. All I remember is just going like, whoa, what the fuck? And then I just stopped playing. And then Corin's like, hello, where are you? But I was in the perfect setup spot, so that nigga didn't care. He was just trick-shotting on me. And then instantly, after like 5 seconds of that euphoria slapping me in the face, Daywave, like the band I was listening to, or the one person, but he's a one-man band. Anyways, Daywave just started sounding way better. Like, it sounded like I was the music and the music was me. Everything just started making sense without making sense. I felt so good. And then like 5 minutes after that, I started feeling the high portion of being high. Bro, I was hella loopy. Everything was so fucking hilarious. And then I guess that's when the syrup started kicking in, like even 5 minutes after that, because I started like not tripping, but like high tripping, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what happened this day. It's kind of a blur now. I vividly or at least I think I vividly remember laying down and seeing aliens. No cap. I feel like that, like, I'm not gonna say I actually saw aliens or some shit, but that's just what it felt like. I felt like I seen aliens come from my room and like, I don't know, I can't explain it. It was like 3 tall gray figures and they just came in my room, and then everything after that is just blank. Like, I don't know what happened, but I know I was high tripping balls. I remember waking up the next day like, did I get abducted by aliens? Like, what the fuck has happened to me? And then ever since then, life has been different. I'm not trying to say I've been abducted because I have no solid proof, or can't remember, but ever since that day, life has been different and I've seen a different outlook on life. And like the universe has been working in my favor, so to speak, to like certain extents. So I don't know, bro. Maybe I was abducted by aliens and I'm being like watched and I'm one of their projects or some shit. I don't fucking know. That would still be weird, as if like they came at the perfect time, as if it was the amazing coincidence of me being high and they come and abduct me and like do shit on me. Bro, I don't know. All I know is that was my first time getting high. Well, getting like high. Not my first time smoking, but it was my first time getting actually high. I felt like I got abducted by aliens. The only thing that is super vivid to me from that day is the 3 gray figures and a bunch of fog in my room. I don't know if I was laced. I don't know if that's just me with the syrup or whatever. You guys can tell me down in the comments below what you think. Leave a like as well if you enjoyed listening to this story. I'll be back with more content. Subscribe if you're new. Stay subscribed if you're already part of the family. I love everyone who supports me, and everyone who doesn't support me, suck my dick. I'll be back with some new content tomorrow. Peace.
That's the way it go. All a nigga need is my dick and dough. She got too excited, had to slide the bitch. RP the ATL, young bankroll. Had the dope on me, so Joe. Not equivalent to fucking moonwalk.